Hello, this is Willcol returning once again, or Willcol100 returning once again with Factorio. I've gone ahead and got up some stuff to continue working on the train station, and then drove the train back. Let's get to work on the train station. So I got more curved rail, more straight rail. Should have enough materials to hopefully finish the train station. I say hopefully a little bit too much, I assume. At this point, but everything shall work. Not now, but later. Let's go see if that siding is approximately the right size for our train. To do that, I need to get back in the train. In the train. Run the diesel, full speed. And see where it stops. Nope, not the right length yet. Needs more. Needs more length. One train stop, it goes roughly about there. There will work. That's where I need roughly to make this there. There. At which point we can start throwing the Yui. Throwing the Yui. There we go. Yeah, like that. Actually, due to some cunning manipulations, the track doesn't need to be, on this end doesn't need to be quite that long. And put straight rails in. And we should be good to go. So we got another switch, got another switch. This is going to be one side and then we'll do the other siding. Do I have the stuff on me to make rail stops? Or train stops? Yes. Let's make a few train stops. Now I have to measure this one out. And I have a feeling that means I'm going to have to redo this Yui, because this Yui probably is not far enough down. We're going to get on the train and ride around over there. Of course, we're going to have to back the train up a little bit because it's on a bit that doesn't need to be there. And this isn't connected to the Yui. And we can set up a few more train stations once we have this all set up. We're going to back the train up. How fast we can run the train backwards, but it backs up at least. It maybe doesn't speed up as fast as it goes backwards, but it still goes pretty fast. But it can still go pretty fast, it seems. Okay. So we'll take the turn. Don't need to stop check the length of this one, already did. I'll do a swing through on it anyway. Give us a good guesstimate whether or not any moved. Nope, it'll be long enough. And this one is not yet long enough. So that means I need to lengthen the train. Lengthen the distance the train goes. Okay, will that be enough? That probably will be enough. How much is enough? Let's say there is about enough. Now let's pass the straight on this side, so that'll be past the straight on that side. That means we want this to go right in a bunch of those trees. Trees. Why are trees one of the more major annoyances of this game? Much would rather leave a lot of trees standing, but no, they gotta get in my way, so I gotta cut them down. Cut paths for my rails. But, oh well. Eventually it'll work. One more tree to go. And we'll just keep cutting down the trees until we got way through. We'll come through here and chop those down. So that is a total of 7 objects I need to cut down. So we'll just chop them down in turn. Second one down, working on the third one. Chopping away through all these trees. You know, a lot of these trees aren't trees, they're coral, but... well, we've got weird coral-looking trees. This is an alien world. They've got all the weird fauna. Now, if I'm correct, that might be enough. That is enough. I then need to throw the Yui to get back to the other direction. Well, I obviously did not line this up right the first time. More trees must be cut down. It's the only way to solve this problem. So we need to place the rails to get the sidings to work. Does that work yet? Got one more tree in the way. Lots more trees over there. And I'm going to have to cover up a little bit of the coal yard to make this work. Which shouldn't be that bad. Covering up a coal yard was an issue. My train station's in the wrong spot. Because my main train station covers over a pretty large coal yard. Due to the fact that I didn't know how big the train yard was going to be to start with. Cutting through all these trees. Two more to go through. One more to go through. Okay, we'll go there. I suppose I could go there and cover up the coal yard a little bit less. Let's do that. We'll run the tracks a little diagonal for a bit instead of the other places. Towers are engaged with the enemy. Yeah, towers are engaged with the enemy. Shouldn't be an issue. Once again, our pollution is giving the biters kisses. And we know the biters do not like kisses. I'm going to have to go down there and reduce our pollution a bit. Oops, I over-click. I want to go that angle. I want to go there. So that tree needs to go. Just that one right there. Like that. Okay. Let me take it straight. A tree in the way. That was not the tree, but that is something I was going to have to pick up at some point, so the little bit of effort to pick it up was worth it. Okay, you're going there. Well, I suppose I could have left it there. I can just leave it there and waste material, but I think taking the equivalent of steel along, or steel crafted material along with us would be wise. Oops, I missed. Just a little off. Okay, so this one instead wants to go there, and I've already got to clear out the rest of the trees, so then we go that. Get the rest of these rails. Pretty much be ready to. Oh no, I've got a bit of straight that I have to cut out of the forest there. But then we'll be ready to put in train stops, put in signals, and run the train. Getting all so close to having these train stops ready to go. Chopping down another tree. Chopping down another tree. And there we go. Another train stop. Ready to go. There we are. Now we're going to put another train stop down the other siding. And put a whole lot of signals in. There's one thing this thing's missing, it's a lot of signals. We're actually really close to completing Military 3. And assuming the automation is working correctly, it should complete on its own without any interference from me. I need stop signals. I actually do not appear to have any on me. Okay, so Military 3 completed. So the question is, do I want to increase productivity modules? In which case I'd be able to use them to increase the effectivity, or the productivity of our furnaces, which I think is actually a good idea. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do productivity modules. They are going to be expensive to get, but it's a good start. I'm now going to build rail signals, which requires me actually building the circuit boards for them by hand. It's a little time consuming, but that is what must be done to make them work, and that's what must be done to make them work. Probably don't need as much as far as signals as I go, and I definitely don't need them on both sides of the track. I just don't remember which side they need to go on. And if they're on the wrong side, then the train doesn't work and things are just bad. Also, there is a bit of straight track missing. That would become an issue in a bit. More and more signals. Luckily we have sufficient number of signals. It's just placing them all. Or a sufficient number of material to place them all. It just takes a little while to craft it out of the original parts rather than pre-made intermediaries. Actually, I've got a bit of track that I clean up from this end as well. Oops, that wasn't actually the part I intended to pick up, but that was the part that got picked up. Put you back in, because that's the part we actually want to stay. Put some more signals down. I'm going to put signals in the corners here. You should actually be pretty much ready to go. I think I actually put that one off a bit, so let's put that one over that one. Oh. Yeah, that should be, these stations should be ready to go. Well, from a track perspective, I still need to put down lots of inserters, lots and lots of inserters. I actually don't have the materials to build the inserters. Do I even have the materials to build the pump jacks? So I need to build 3 pump jacks. Pump jacks. Oh yes, I can build 3 pump jacks. All from their very constituent parts, and we'll build a storage tank while we're at it. Well, while those built, because I need those built to do, or to start doing the oil to generate, I'm going to go and walk over to the copper mine, and I'm going to put in some effectivity modules, just to reduce their pollution some more. It's a moderately long walk for me. But yes, these pump jacks will be useful. Pumping out the oil. And then take the oil, put it in a storage tank. Then from the storage tank we can craft, or deliver that to then an assembly machine. On the assembly machine we can craft that into fill, or we can use the fill crude oil barrel to make crude oil barrels full of oil. 25 units of oil. Which we can then ship by train. Which is the goal. Deliver oil back to the base at home from the oil wells out and about. Of course, to do that we need pump jacks. Actually, thinking about it, putting these in the pump jacks would also be very effective. But no, we should be able to get more from town when we get back to town, back to the factory. Okay, so these can go, well actually, I'm going to have to click into each one of these because I only want 2 in each. I don't like all 3. All 3 doesn't, I get diminishing returns at the 3rd one. Okay, less pollution, less power consumption. Our main power draw is still those 40 furnaces, pulling a whole 8.7 megawatts. 8.6 megawatts depending on how they're running. And we are actually almost producing that off of the solar. Don't know why it's quite so up and down on the solar. Should be straight flat. Oh, I suppose that could be where all 3 of them aren't producing. And why do we have accumulators discharging? I don't know what's with the 18.7. Oh no, over the past 10 minutes we've had 18.7 kilowatts discharge. Right now the steam engines are going closer and closer to nothing, because they're less and less needed, because we're practically approaching 20 megawatts. We're not going to quite hit it by the looks of it. And then I'm going to go use more power, so it's not going to happen. Yeah, we're getting close to the solar power where we actually produce more solar power than we need, or than steam. Even when all the solar panels are in use, or even when everything is in use. Which is actually most of the time now. Most of the time everything's balanced right, so everything's actually being used. Not like before where I had the entire green and red science industry totally dysfunctional, not working. In fact, most of what you would think of those buildings, the industry is now on my inventory as assembly machine 2s. I've compressed them into assembly machine 2s and just placed them all in my inventory. At some point it might be worth going through and upgrading all of them to assembly machine 3, which is one of the reasons why we might want speed module at some point. Simply because assembly machine 3 is the most, per kilowatt, is the most energy efficient of the three, or the pollution efficient of the three. So switching over to it would reduce pollution. Thus hopefully reduce the amount of fighters that we have coming. Though it also would accelerate the production. So faster production, a little bit higher energy usage, but lower pollution. Okay, so we're working on the third pump jack. And everything's coming along well. 3 pump jacks and an oil tank. I think one assembly machine actually might be enough to pack up all the oil here. I don't think it's going to take that long to pack up the oil. Which probably means that a whole train of 3 carts is probably more than enough carrying capacity for oil. In fact, it probably should go around to multiple oil zones like this. Just we don't have multiple yet to bring back the oil. So here we have a 120% yield oil well. I'm going to direct the oil north. It's going to be power. Shut down a few remaining trees on the way. 122%. Better than the last one. Still, both of them are really good. Granted, they drain down after a while, and you only get like, the higher they are, or the bigger their starting level, the more than, this one's only 90. Compared to the other ones, this one isn't quite so nice, but it's still better than the ones I got back to the base, which are probably near empty. Because they never actually empty in this game. Near empty just is really slow. Really so drawn. Okay. Get the pipes to there. I'm going to switch the pipe out from this one. We're going to have to cut down more trees. And I'm going to have to gather more, or get more electrical wiring right here. Looking at these oil wells closed in for once. And it's the normal pump jack that you would normally think of. And then there's all these other weird pipes that kind of stick into the ground as well. I suppose this could be something like fracking pipes as well. Which then that wouldn't be quite so weird, because fracking is quite common. So then we run down here and we're going to stretch out big electricity poles down the center of the rail here. I don't need to run all the way down, I just need to run down until an electricity pole connects. One will connect roughly there. It's going to be where we stop and start switching north. And this one will probably go all the way to the end of the T, to the T. Yeah. From here's where I'm going to stretch out the medium ones. And we'll knock over some green coral. Okay, at some point I need to make empty barrel. 1 barrel, take 1 steel. Well, I'll use up my 1 steel and we'll have a barrel to test this out with. You're going to fill crude barrels. Rotate you around because you're pointing the wrong way. You're of course going to need power. And we've got you full of power. So we will give you 1 barrel. And we have 1 crude oil barrel. So I'm going to need inserters of the sort that I do not have. So it's time to actually go back to base. I am Willcol100. If you like this and want to see more, please leave a like and a subscription. The like is useful because it helps me know who wants to see, or how many people want to see more. And the subscription is also useful for me to gauge the size of my viewership. It's also useful for you because if and when more are made, it makes it so that YouTube notifies you. If you have any comments on how to make this or any episodes better, please leave a comment in the comment section. Until next time, this is Willcol100.